Hi, it's Tina. So I promised a video about why I gave up coffee. I am not saying you have to give up coffee. I'm going to tell you why I gave up coffee. Thanks for listening. Maybe it'll do you some good too. So remember, the number one reason why I went plant-based was to give up my blood pressure medication. To get myself healthy enough so that I wouldn't need it anymore. Now, giving up all the other medications and losing 36 pounds so far have just been a happy side effect to that decision of going plant-based to get off of my high blood pressure medication. So, the first thing I did was concentrate on lowering my caffeine. And I thought that if I started a half calf and then no caffeine regimen, that it would help my blood pressure. That was my thinking, is that caffeine kind of makes your heart race and revs you up and gives you energy, which of course the theory is it raises your blood pressure. So I bought some decaf and talked to my husband, who's British and happy with his cup of tea and fine with that. So we started doing half decaf and half regular coffee in the morning. And of course I follow the McDougall program. I follow the starch solution, just the basic starch solution. And then I found a video, and I swear it was like he was talking to me. Dr. McDougall said, if you think giving up your regular caffeinated coffee in favor of decaf is going to make you healthier to lower your blood pressure, you're kidding yourself. And it was almost like he said, Tina, I heard it. So what he said was, decaf coffee raises your cholesterol. Well, on my journey, the first thing I was able to give up was my cholesterol medication. So I certainly didn't want to take a step backwards. I didn't want to have to go back on that medication. I was trying to get off of the blood pressure medication. So back I go, talking to my husband. This is what Dr. McDougall said. So my husband said, look, I only started drinking coffee when I came to the United States. So long as I have my tea, I'm fine. Dr. McDougall says tea is fine. It's loaded with antioxidants. It's been used for centuries by the Asians as a medicine. And so we made the switch to tea. Now, sometimes I'll have green tea. Sometimes it will be Earl Grey or English breakfast or Irish breakfast. And then throughout the day, if I want a cup of tea, it's either green tea like today or lemon ginger. That's one of my favorites. Sometimes it's chamomile, which of course helps lower my blood pressure and relaxes me. Sometimes it's a lavender blend. Sometimes it's what's the other one that I like? There's a citrus blend that I really like. I just have a variety of teas. And just so long as I stay hydrated, it's fine. So I'm not saying you have to give up caffeine or you have to give up coffee. But for me, it really made a difference. That waking up groggy and stumbling to the coffee pot to try and make a cup of coffee when I'm half asleep so that I can wake up. And it's like a catch-22. You can't wake up to make the coffee until you've had the coffee. I can't tell you how many times I'd walk away without turning it on, or turn it on and forget to put the carafe back. And so it just spilled all over the counter because I wasn't awake enough to make the coffee. I felt like I need a housekeeper just to make coffee in the morning. Those days are gone. I wake up full of energy now. And my husband brings me a cup of tea every morning. And half the time I drink it, and half the time I might have a couple sips. You just never know, because I don't need it anymore. And it's that need that I gave up. So it made all the difference. I'm full of energy now without that caffeine. So think for yourself. Like I said, I'm not going to tell you what you need to do, what you have to do. You do you. What's right for you. But if you're like I was and you're trying to lower your blood pressure, definitely consider going off the coffee. Have a great day, guys.